Okay, so today we have Throwing Muses, Not Too Soon, and we got the video here as well. I reacted to this band over a few years ago. It was when I was in my last house, and I think my parents were still together. But anyway, Not Too Soon here. It's been suggested to me. All of a sudden, some people have been requesting Throwing Muses all of a sudden here, so we're going to get into it, talk about it after. Again, it's been a while since I last listened to them, so let's go talk about it after. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Drumming. Good God. Throwing Muses, Not Too Soon. I mean, they didn't give you a chance to breathe in that song from the get-go. It wasn't, there wasn't any little intro or whatever. We're going right away. I mean, holy frig. Tanya, Donnelly, I do believe they're just right away with that word she, and right away with the fuzzy electric guitar work. I mean, holy fuck, we were up and running. And like I said, there wasn't many chances to breathe. Hard hitting. Just bombastic drumming. I gotta say right at the get-go, Dave, I forget his last name now, my goodness gracious, I was just looking at the personnel. Dave Narciso, I want to say there, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that, but Dave anyway, I mean, he was just a madman on the drums here, just pounding, just a bellowing sound the whole way through. I don't know if he had a cymbal on there or not. I think there was one. Might have been a hi-hat or something. But anyway, it's just, my God. That was a big point for me. I mean, of course, again, Tanya, or I've seen it, I've heard it pronounced as Tanya and Tanya. I don't know what I said in my last video years ago, but either way, Tanya, on guitar there, though, you would think, okay, so she's just obviously the main character or whatever, and she's a singer here. But again, Dave, I just loved how he was by himself, and there's the light coming down on him in the video there, and just pounding away. Holy moly, just an animal back there. But either way, talk about Tanya there now too. Like I said, we're getting right away into it, and from the get-go, she has that soft voice, and I was, I'm enjoying that. And all of a sudden, she goes to a raspiness, she goes to a harder voice, and she almost sounds like a woman possessed at different points. And again, with this song, I don't know if we're talking about, I don't know how many perspectives are going on in these lyrics. It almost seems like could be 3, or maybe it's just her observing a relationship, or maybe she's in this relationship. So a lot of things were going through my head for that too. But again, I just feel like my head is spinning, because this was just, it was like they were throwing the kitchen sink at you, everything and the kitchen sink. But at the end of the day, obviously it's chunky guitar work again from Tanya, electric guitar work. It's just, but at the same point, like, it's chunky, and it fits so well in with the times here. I mean, we're talking about the early 90s. We're talking about grunge. I mean, that was really big at the time here. So, I mean, this sound fits in with that time. But at the same point, there was almost a feeling, there's almost a laid back feeling to the riff, to the guitar riff. I don't know why that came to mind, and maybe it just seemed like it came to mind because it looked like she was having an easy time playing it or whatever. But anyway, I just loved watching her hands go. And yeah, so like I said, a little bit of a laid back feeling though, even with the chunky guitar riff and that pounding drum beat. And that, I mean, that drum beat really kind of drove the song, I thought. But anyway, I was just taken aback, and I liked in the video too how there was just like, there's a guitarist up on a stand, whatever, like almost, touching the ceiling. You had Tanya there again. You had the drummer by himself, and just they're all spaced out. The video was just very entrancing to me anyway. It was very intriguing and entertaining, all those things. But to talk about everybody in the band here, and here we go. Kristen Hirsch on guitars and vocals, Tanya Donnelly on guitars and vocals, and of course she was on lead vocals in this song. Fred Abong, I love that last name, on bass guitar here. Dave Narciso, like I said earlier, is on drums, and again, the bass and the drum work have to be working well together. They were here on this song, just thumping. My goodness gracious, both of them, and just it's like a punch to the gut, and that fits very well too, because of her the edge that she has in her voice. I just wasn't expecting. Again, it's been so long since I last reacted to these guys, and I just, maybe I don't know. I didn't know what to expect from her voice again, but it was edgy. My goodness gracious, razor sharp, and her vocals, of course, fit the lyrics here, and the feeling and the emotion that it seemed like the story was telling anyway. And so yeah, really enjoyed that. So, my goodness gracious. I guess that's all I'm going to say at the top there, going into these lyrics now. But yeah, like I said, just a punching feeling all around. I can't say it enough. So the first verse, I mean, my goodness gracious, she colorblind, tired eyes, her hallway aching, she'll never move him, likes it that way. I mean, the way that this is written, it's just so, I mean, it's poetic, but it's just so different. It's a different kind of structure, I feel like. And again, it's almost like Shakespeare in a way. I don't know. She'll never move him. And then there's the hyphen, likes it that way. It's just, I don't know. It's a different feeling here with the lyrics wise. He's just a walker, and I'll never stop walking away. So obviously we're talking about a relationship here. We're talking about a relationship on the rocks. And it seems like to me, I mean, I think of the movie Uncle Buck. I think about, the teen girl in that. I don't remember her name now. Tia. I think about Tia and Bug. And I mean, and how he's pressuring her. And I feel like that's what's going on here. So that's what came to my head. And that movie came out, I think a couple years prior to the song. So, I mean, there you go. But yeah. Just a song where it seems like this woman is not interested. And like I said, it seems like Tanya is observing this or whatever. And either way. And the whole, she, her, and I, and he, and all this stuff. Like I said, it seems like there's some different perspectives going on here. Not just one, or not even maybe just two, but a few anyway. But there you go. But like I said, she colorblind, tired eyes. She seems tired. She almost seems tired of this guy. Her hallway aching. And I don't know if my brain is in the gutter, but I think about hallway. I think about her area. I mean, my goodness gracious, whatever. Aching, she'll never move it. It seems like that's what he wants. I mean, I don't know. This stuff comes to my head. He'll never stop walking away. Either way, it's a relationship on the rocks here. And again, she seems uninterested, and he seems to be pressuring her to doing whatever. It's not too soon, he said. It's not too soon at all. You might as well be dead, he said, if you're afraid to fall. I said, I know her. And now again, I said, I know her. So now we're talking about somebody, like I said, another perspective. But to me, the whole, it's not too soon, I, again, think about sex. I mean, I don't know if that's just out of left field or what, but that's what comes to my head. Or either way, whatever it is, it's not too soon to continue this relationship or to end this relationship, all that comes to mind as well. I mean, there could be different things that are going on here, but again, it seems like he's trying to pressure her into something either way. It's not too soon at all. And yeah, so he's trying to persuade her. I mean, my God, you might as well be dead, he said, if you're afraid to fall. You're afraid to fall. It almost like it seems it could be him saying if you're afraid to fuck. But again, maybe my brain is in the gutter. Yeah, I said I know her. And again, I don't know if that's Tanya inserting herself here now, because like I said, it seemed like she's just observing this, but I don't know. I go into the second verse. She said, why do you stare so hard? And again, watching Tanya in the video, just her eyes, and her, obviously, I mean, she has that kind of Marilyn Monroe look, her hair, that blonde hair. I mean, she was a looker there. I mean, my goodness gracious. But she said, why do you stare so hard? So just these words mean even more coming from her mouth and seeing her sing it. Wrapped up like a doll in bad dreams and broken arms, make these old bones shiver. And again, these words like that, make these old bones shiver. A lot of this imagery is not very nice. Would you believe that much? Why do you stare so hard? Wrapped up like a doll in bad dreams, broken arms. I mean, that's not very good. And seems like things are still not doing too well. And I am on genius.com, and there are some annotations here, and I don't always read those things, but much of the annotations are, I guess, kind of like what I'm saying. He looks intensely at her, and it makes her uncomfortable. I mean, hello. I mean, that's pretty easy to get, I guess. Then you have the chorus, and it's not too soon, he said, and a very catchy chorus. I liked it a lot. Then you have the bridge. The last time I saw you, you were standing in the dark. A lot of, dark, ominous stuff. I mean, hello. And with a freezing face, I watched you fall apart. I mean, I'm not surprised that that came to be with what we have already heard in the song. And at the end with the outro, much of the same with that chorus. It's not too soon, he said. It's not too soon at all. But then we move on. Done your time, been in your place. Again, it just seems like this other perspective knows what's happening. And they've been there, obviously. Like they're saying, I couldn't look you in the face and tell you that it turns me on. Again, I think about being intimate, and I can't tell you it turns me on. I've been faking it this whole time, you dummy. It makes my stomach turn. I mean, that's pretty telling. I know her. And there you go at the end. This whole point of this male figure, it seems like this distant, cold guy telling her to give in the whole way through. And at the end of it, she just says, listen, buddy, it's not going to happen. I can't tell you that it is. And I know her. And like I said, that whole perspective thing comes back to my big fat head. But either way, the song was just so fast. It was just so hitting and hard hitting, and just like I said, a punch to the gut. And I love the chunky guitar work, like I said earlier there, and just how ferocious it all sounded right from the get-go, from her immediate strumming. And you knew the song was gonna be pretty adventurous. You knew the song was going to be pretty rapid and pretty ferocious, and it was. And like I said, it really fit in for the time here back in 1991. And yeah, I just really enjoyed the ferocity of it all, and the balls of it all. I mean, my goodness gracious, love the the work between both the men and the women on the track here. So I guess that's all I gotta say. So thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting. Leave your, I guess, opinions down below again about what you think the meaning of the song is, if you're still here. What the hell? But either way, thanks for everything, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.